Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works. Yep, it's still Monday the 21st. And it could not, I don't think it could be worse. This is supposed to be a 5200 bottom. And usually on 5200 bottoms you use 5200. But of course there's none. And on a 5200 bottom, or on any bottom, or on any part of any boat, the last thing you would ever use, well, right after stainless steel screws, that's the stupidest thing you could use, but using Luan plywood as the inner skin ranks right up there with stupid. What we're discovering is that, first of all, this boat has all new decks, and the decks were glued down. What did you say, Joe?
It's Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue. Not a marine glue, Gorilla Glue. The plywood skin was installed honest, using those. They're inch and a quarter?
Yeah.
Inch and a quarter. And you'll see that there is no evidence anywhere of any clear penetrating epoxy sealer having been used. There is virtually no 5200 between the Luan plywood and the outer planks. Now, remember, in our first video this morning, our goal was to remove these two planks, but only these two, and try to save everything else. But now that we know that this bottom was screwed on with Phillips head stainless steel screws of random sizes and diameters and lengths, that there's been no CPES in anywhere, which probably begins to explain the rot that has been discovered right here. Fortunately, we can fix that one. We can fix this one with a Dutchman. There are battens here, but they weren't even installed to anything, connected to anything, and you see how much 5200 they used, or Gorilla Glue, or anything else.
When you're doing a 5200 bottom, it's okay to try to save stuff that is oil soaked, but before you put 5200 on it, please clean it, because nothing is going to stick to that. That is all oil that is coming out of that keel. So nothing that they could have put on this thing would ever adhere, hence is why water is leaking in as bad as what it was.
And I was wrong about the wood bungs. There are wood bungs. There are a bunch of them way up forward. But back here, our fellow or lady, whoever is responsible for this disaster, went down to the local auto parts store. Mr. Sinnell sold him or her some auto bondo. And auto bondo is what was used to fill the countersinks for most of these fasteners. Well, auto bondo absorbs water like a sponge. So what you've got, every single place there is a screw in this bottom. You've got a vector for water to get sucked in. And if you read the write-up for the first video and Don Dannenberg's essay on why stainless steel rots, and henceforth why you would never, ever sink a stainless steel fastener into a wooden boat near or below the water line, well, they're, I have to say, the ones I'm looking at here aren't corroded yet. I don't know when this bottom was put on. As we keep going forward, we can see we've got major rot here. What we know now is we cannot get these planks up because there was a little bit of 5200 slathered here or there. Since we are attempting to save what is potentially a wonderful finish above the water line, the rot that's in the stem, or the gripe right here, we are going to drive an awl down and hoping that the rot stops somewhere in this area so that we can do an extensive Dutchman that would take us all the way up to here. So at this point, I'm just not very comfortable with our original plan, because now we know that the next 3 planks on her bottom were installed in the same way. Luan plywood. Hey, Luan's cheap. What the hell? And that's why some people call me, I can get up 5200 bottom for $5,000. Here it is. This is what you're gonna get. And we've got grease soaked framed. Up in here we've got rotted frames here up to there. But we'll keep at it. And we're gonna do our damnedest to save Priscilla. That's our second update for March 21, 2022 on Priscilla. 1940, 17-foot, double cockpit forward Barrelback. So sad, such a special and rare boat. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works.